It had been 3 weeks since their son Ethan disappeared without a trace. Every day felt heavier than the last, the silence in their home pressing in like a physical weight. But then something unexpected began to happen. A police dog, assigned to search nearby areas, appeared at their window every afternoon, tapping with its paw as if insisting they follow him. At first, the parents were confused, unsure if it was coincidence or something more. The dog's eyes were fixed on them with intensity, unwavering, almost pleading. Each day, the same routine repeated. The dog arrived, tapped on the glass, and waited until someone noticed. Neighbors began to whisper, sensing the tension and urgency surrounding the strange visits. The family realized the dog wasn't just making a habit, it was trying to lead them somewhere. To reveal something no one could yet comprehend, heart-pounding. They grabbed jackets and followed, unsure if they would discover hope or a nightmare. What the dog would uncover would leave them pale, stunned, and forever changed, proving that instincts and loyalty can reveal truths no human can see alone. Before we start, make sure to hit like, share, and subscribe. And really, I'm curious, where are you watching from? Drop your country name in the comments. I love seeing how far our stories travel. It was a quiet Wednesday evening when Ethan vanished. One moment he had been playing in the yard, the next, gone without a trace. His parents, Claire and Daniel, searched frantically, calling his name over and over, their voices cracking with fear. The yard, the nearby park, the streets, they combed every inch. But there was no sign of him. By nightfall, the local police had joined the search, their flashlights cutting through the darkness, but even trained officers found nothing. The family's home felt empty, suffocating, every tick of the clock amplifying their panic. Photos of Ethan were pinned to trees and lampposts, a desperate plea for help. The house grew silent, save for Claire's soft sobs and Daniel's restless pacing. Sleep became impossible. Each day, without a word from their son, deepened the dread, leaving them with one haunting thought. Where could he be? Every shadow, every distant sound was now a chilling reminder of the boy who had disappeared into nothingness. 3 days after, Ethan vanished. A familiar figure appeared outside the family's window, a large police dog with a sleek coat and sharp, intelligent eyes. It tapped persistently on the glass, paw after paw, until Claire noticed, frozen in disbelief. Daniel rushed over, brushing past her trembling hands, and watched as the dog stared intently at them, ears forward, tail stiff. "What is he trying to tell us?" Claire whispered, her voice tight with fear. The dog repeated the behavior, pawing and whining softly, refusing to leave. He wasn't here for a walk or a command. He had a mission. The parents exchanged nervous glances. The volunteers and officers who had cared for the dog explained, "He's a trained search canine. If he's behaving this way, he's trying to lead you somewhere. Pay attention." A chill ran down Daniel's spine. For 3 days, this dog had come alone every afternoon, as if carrying the weight of their missing son on his shoulders. Something extraordinary was unfolding, and they didn't yet understand the full story. Claire grabbed her coat, Daniel snatched the flashlight, and together they stepped outside, hearts pounding. The dog waited patiently at the edge of the yard, tail stiff, eyes fixed on the family with unmistakable purpose. It barked once sharply, then turned, pausing as if to ensure they were following. Every step they took was filled with tension. every rustle of leaves and distant creak magnifying their anxiety. The dog led them through winding streets, past familiar neighbors' homes, and into wooded areas near the edge of town. Claire's breath came in shaky gasps, and Daniel's hands trembled on the flashlight as he strained to keep up. The dog moved confidently, sniffing the ground occasionally, then glancing back as if urging them forward. At one point, the dog stopped abruptly near a thicket, pawing the ground and barking softly. The parents exchanged a glance, realizing the dog had found a trail, clue that might finally lead them to Ethan. Every instinct told them this was no ordinary walk. The dog was guiding them toward answers. The dog darted into a narrow clearing, pawing the earth frantically and barking with urgency. Claire's heart hammered, and Daniel tightened his grip on her hand as they approached. There, partially hidden beneath fallen branches, lay a small backpack, dirt-streaked and torn. The sight made Claire catch her breath. The colors were unmistakable. It was Ethan's. The dog circled the spot, sniffing insistently and letting out low whines. Daniel knelt, carefully picking up the backpack, feeling the weight of its contents. Inside were scraps of clothing, a small water bottle, and a crumpled notebook, his son's belongings. The realization hit them both like a punch. The dog had found a clue no one else had. A chill ran through the clearing as they noticed faint footprints leading deeper into the woods. The police dog barked sharply, pawing the ground again, urging them forward. Every instinct screamed urgency. Time was precious. The parents followed, adrenaline coursing, hearts racing with both fear and hope. The trail was growing clearer, and the dog's determination made one thing undeniable. Ethan was somewhere ahead, and their canine guide would lead them to him. The footprints led them through a dense part of the woods, branches scratching their arms and faces, but the dog never wavered. Max Strong, alert and unwavering, moved with purpose, glancing back occasionally as if to ensure the parents were keeping up. Every step brought the family closer, but each pause to catch their breath was filled with growing fear. Claire whispered Ethan's name into the quiet, her voice trembling with hope and panic. Daniel's flashlight caught glimpses of the underbrush, shadows twisting in the moonlight. Max barked sharply ahead, signaling another turn, another bend in the trail. The tension mounted with every sound, distant hoots of owls, snapping twigs, and the crackle of leaves beneath their feet. Finally, Max stopped abruptly at the base of a small ravine, pawing the ground and whining urgently. Claire and Daniel leaned over the edge and froze. There, huddled beneath a fallen tree and shivering, was Ethan. Relief and fear collided in their chests as tears welled in their eyes. Max's bark echoed triumphantly through the forest. His mission complete. The final trail had led them straight to their missing son. Claire and Daniel rushed down the ravine, hearts pounding, tears blurring their vision. Ethan looked up at them with wide, frightened eyes, shivering but unharmed. "Mom, Dad," he cried, throwing his small arms around them. Relief washed over the parents in waves, their bodies shaking as they held him tightly. Unable to speak through their tears, Max, the police dog, wagged his tail furiously, barking happily as he circled the family, nudging Ethan gently with his nose. The child reached out and stroked Max's head, laughter mixing with sobs, gratitude shining in his eyes. It was a moment of pure connection, one that spoke of trust, loyalty, and unspoken heroism. David's careful guidance, combined with Max's unwavering instincts, had led them straight to their son. Neighbors and authorities, alerted by the commotion, arrived moments later. Stunned by the dog's extraordinary determination, as the family walked home together, Ethan safely in his parents' arms, Max trotted beside them like a guardian angel. The missing was found, and the loyal canine had performed a miracle that would never be forgotten.